9774. Hello, everyone. We have been on Facebook under the name Glassy Gal, and that is because see the little baby daily divine guidance update. Hey, sweetie. Hey, little baby with purple hair, so brilliant and pretty. God, it kind of blessed us to fake glasses someone else. The idea, it's not a new concept, but I hadn't seen it in a long time. And I put a spin on it. Somebody bought it and took it, and now when you go into clubs and things, they want you to see your stuff. That's all right. I ain't got no karma for stealing what God gave to one person and saying, "In mine." No, in mine, I got proof. My name is 𝒟𝒃𝒃. Welcome. 𝒟𝒃𝒃 Johnson. You're live in Chicago. And we're going to start another thing. We're working on winning circle. We're almost done. But I want to throw this out ahead of time because, again, I'm returning. So if I put something out and somebody goes, "Swiper," that's okay. I'll be back. You won't. It's simple. All right. So it's birthing your freedom with Christ. Oh, sugar. All right. Now, you can also say designing. I keep dropping the pen. Put it down, right? Jeez. So, designing or birthing your freedom with Christ. These are all in mini books. I'll still go to hell now. Stop it. Okay. So, do what you want. I'm coming back. Me and mine. We gonna be here. I was just talking on how, excuse me, when I was younger, I started at a church at 7 years old, and they taught us that if you're not a prostitute, don't wear prostitute clothes because you're going to attract prostitute buyers, period. If you're not selling anything, take off the sign. Don't put it on. There should be a distinction between women of the night and women of God. They didn't say that because a lot of people came off the street, but that was pretty much the theory. If you are, that's not your job, that's not your, thing, don't wear that stuff because it attracts the wrong spirits. It attracts pimps, people with sexual deviancies, people that commit crimes against women and children because they're overstimulated by insatiable beauty. No self-control, no impulses that says, shouldn't do that. So they made a very big distinction between wearing pants and skirts because the Bible clearly says to make a difference between you and the world. You are peculiar. Okay? Not popular, per se. I mean, you can be. So modesty was the thing. I know there's some heathens on here. I saw somebody saying, "I'm not modest." They're not here anymore. They are modest. There was a very amigo looking person. Ugly human. I mean, ugly humble. I could resemble that person. I'm just saying. I don't believe in being modest. They were modest. I don't think they knew the definition. These I'm not gonna say slaves, but people that were super old. And I don't know if they knew the words and the definitions and how it correlated to the Bible, which is why a lot of people may have become popular. They may have become a household name. They might have become very famous. And I don't know about wealthy, but it's like we all are human. We all have ideas and things that people may go, So let me shut up and focus on what I need to say. So growing up, they taught us to do certain things, and it was because there's people with deviancies out here. You can't live by them, but you don't want to attract them. You don't want these people in your lives. So it behooves you, they say, to behave and live a certain way. Now, that's not going to deter certain events, but you're not speeding up the process being on demon time, doing high-risk things like clothes that you wear or places that you go or people that you hang with or foods that you eat. By the way, people that are worried about the food, some of us need to lose weight anyway. Take that opportunity. Eat once, twice a day. Vegetables, fruits, water. Ta-da! Fill it up. Fill up your cup. Get you some Tang, some lemon, cool, or the 𝒟𝒾𝓁𝓎. Shut up. I'm not saying it's healthy, but it's better than that soda, most likely. Okay? I eat some natural stuff. I got some, it's called hydrating IV stuff. It's, now I wouldn't put that in here because it only diluted at this level of 64 ounces. I need to wash this darn. But it's normally very clear. But whatever. Yeah, that IV thing, I think it's 16 ounces, so it'll probably be 500 milliliters, but whatever. You can do water with fruit. You can even do water with cucumbers, water with onion juice. I don't know. Look it up. Look online. So my point is, this is a good time to lose weight. Park your car down the street if you're walking. Take a longer route if you can. Help it if you can. Take the bus, run after the bus, skip, hop, run, have fun. Lose weight. That's what I'm doing. Hello, 𝒟𝒹. Welcome to the live. I'm glad you're here. See my little baby on the wall talking about daily divine guidance. Ooh, look at that, sweetie. With purple. Yeah, I love it. Welcome. Okay. Feel free to donate, child. We're trying to do a globally present home program. And we're going to try and create a way in this lifetime, because it's not readily available information unless you're paying for it, where people are not on the street. Nobody. I don't care if people are wealthy and somehow they lose all their wealth and people are like, they should be outside on the curb. They deserve it. It's a crime against humanity. Do not save them. Just give them a straitjacket and some crayons. Why they gotta be outside? Jesus, you see that crazy? Why they can't be in the facility? Okay, listen. I'm gonna let the Lord handle all that, but nobody should reasonably be outside. It's about to be cold too, and then sometimes it's hot. Come on, that's inhumane. What's wrong? I know some bad people outside, but that's what the jails are for. That's what the hospitals are for. That's what mental health is for. Facilities. I mean, we gotta do better. Nobody should be outside. And the elements? I don't think so. Anyway, birthing your freedom with Christ. Again, I was speaking of how we were taught to, if you're married, you don't have other people in your house when your husband isn't there. But that's if he's that type of person. It's not that it's a prison. You should understand the safety and the sanctity. People are always talking about peace, but you got to work at that. You got to do things that allow your house to have peace. So if you're letting other people come in, remember they have their own experiences, they have their own agendas, they have their own lives, they have their own experiences, they have their own spirits, they have their own ideas of what life is. And when you allow them into your house and space, they can bring all that with them. And just say they're having a chaotic year and you're not aware. And you're, hey girl, hey guy, yeah, come on, my husband's at work, but and then you start to hear them, and remember, we're human, and our flesh is weak. And this person's telling you all this stuff, and then they start telling you these sexy stories about their little escapades and all that, and you thinking, well, tell me more. Or like sniffing up a butt. Or you're thinking, what they got to do with me? Exactly. If that person's single, they need to hang with single people. Oh, well, we've been friends for 40 years and, she's never been married. Well, you're about to be single too. Most likely, this lady she's going to roll into chaos demons. You ain't listening. But this pastor literally was saying, like, when he wasn't home, well, nobody but his wife and son home. They did allow this little Jezebel girl to come in the house, and the girl was rambunctious. She did some foul stuff. Goofed up the son. He's goofy, fat, feminine woman. Not saying it's her fault, but so when I would go to a church, I found out that they were not strong enough to birth my salvation. When you go to a church, you're supposed to convert. That's why it's there. If you're sick, if you're lonely, you're hurt, in need of money or anything, the church is to pray with you and help you birth your freedom. You know, some churches have not. God just showed me this whole big conglomerate. I promise you, it's a sexy idea of how to run this program that I have here. It's not even a program. Here it is. I mean, baby, it's layered. These people will be set. And I guess the congregating will be when they come to take care of their business. I mean, they're going to be in like a house or a unit. And I'm looking at the money that can come in to take care of these people and the housing. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see how it all goes back into the organization. And there's something more here I'm not seeing. And I'm told to, I gotta see it from a higher perspective. Go to the mountaintop. I've gone to the mountaintop. I've seen it. Basically, I've seen a higher perspective. When you're on the mountaintop, you get to see things from a higher perspective is what he meant. And it's like, every time I do this and God begins to speak to me, he keeps reminding me, I always talk about picture vision. Don't look at it from this point of view. You gotta see it from a high perspective. So you gotta go to the mountaintop. You gotta go to a place where it's high above all of this, all the stuff that's coming at you, distractions. And you gotta get to the top and then see it, whatever this is. You gotta see it from the, you gotta get to the top. You gotta get to the top of all of this. Okay, that was a whole nother revelation. Oh, Lord. You gotta get to the top of the mountain. There's a song that says, darn, that hurts. Well, let me see what time it is, guys. Okay. I'm coming up on the rough side of the mountain. I must hold on to his hand, God's unchanging hand, because I'm coming up. I'm doing my best to make it in. All of the challenges, these bills that people have created for me, taking my kids, telling me I'm not worthy, telling other people I'm not worthy, trying to deem me as something unfit that needs a straight jacket or needs to be hurt, beat up, jumped on. Who the hello? I mean, somebody's crazy here. Some people are crazy. They nuts. Yeah, they lost their mind. And God said, keep climbing. Keep looking to find a higher perspective. Don't get caught up on the ground. Keep heading towards the mountains. Because you climbing up. I know a lot of people see it as a challenge, stay away from it. It's no. Too many people have been given judgment to pay bills they didn't, to bury kids that they dedicated to God, to change their lives because of injuries that they've suffered. These are challenges. These are mountains. Having to write letters to officials saying I wasn't responsible for this. Having to have mental capacity assessments and disabilities and collections and people trying to offer you money and denied because your credit somebody made you mess up. Collections, talking about taxes, and you ain't even have a business. They didn't get you. Somebody said it's my business. Okay, chapter 7, chapter 13. Now you on Medicaid, you can't even work, can't rent a car, can't ask nobody to help you rent a car, can't nobody co-sign for your car. Because some crazy psych ward group of people feel like if your daddy, Jerry Springer, left you some money, you must die. Or if they sold your body to the highest bidder, they're just going to dump a bunch of bills on you. Hope you commit suicide. Tell you your kids are dead when they're probably paid. Shut up, sit down somewhere, stay offline if they're alive. And God is steady saying, You saw this movie before. You got police records of people harassing you that they're hiding in your city, right? You wrote down all kinds of notes and things about things that have been happening or things you need to deal with, as far as them also giving your daughter, getting her to sign documents when she's only 16, 17, in order for her to continue a contract for school. And she did it, but it was with haste and with anger. And then she got the people in the background that's aiming at you to cause these types of burdens so your kids can walk away. And your kids are listening to them because they seem more intelligent because they're elderly and retarded, playing, I'm sober, listen to me. I know more than your mom. Look at how much I've stolen. And look back, the things that I've obtained. Your mom doesn't have that. You should come stay with me. Oh, your mom can't sustain because we're attacking her in the background. Because she, well, why don't you come live over here where we can steal your organs or sell you to the prostitution ring or the cartel for debt we took out because we stupid. So somebody can be a mayor in the family. You got to pay to play. So maybe we can put the kids up as collateral since the mama hoe won't do it. So now your daughter got this stuff and that's supposed to burden you because somebody got to pay the bill. And now they got you sitting down and you up here talking about Jesus and a compassionate father and how the universe loves. And somebody's laughing because they think that's funny. Well, God is about to think it's funny that they ain't going to be able to laugh no more because God is about to what? Authorize. We'll put it like this. Ass whooping check that the universe is going to write. So all them bills and incidental reports you had to write and all that stuff with the courts and the people stalking and people talking about what they're going to do to you. You had to put them in court and all the domestic violence records and all these things that were supposed to kill you because you feel like nobody loves you and you all isolated and it probably put somebody's kids in an isolated place, maybe off of Maywood first or some Ogden, in a container. And allow people to have access to her. Anybody. Her, him. You going to hell. All these people that sat here and played these games. Men, women, shims. All of them. Don't matter your title. Whatever you called yourself. All these burdens that you put on people. God is instructing them. And, the message here. God wish a nigga would. When people start to rebuild, once they get up to that mountain at the top and you think you're going to keep pulling at them and you think you're going to keep trying to throw stuff, doesn't matter who you think you are. God made this universe and your narrow booty hole now. I don't know how you worked it wrong and I know I'm going left, but I'm getting pissed off. Again, the message is, while people are designing, I got to belch because I eat good. I don't care. I just had some soup with some bread and I sopped that mess up there. Chicken noodle soup. I can make it or I can crack the can open. It's still good to me. I ain't hungry. Designing or birthing your freedom with Christ. These ideas that I get are not even worth billions or trillions of dollars. These are just provisions that should be permanent in society for people. This ain't even no, it's $1 billion. This ain't got no value. This is just God giving. Okay. So it's designed for you to birth your freedom with Christ. And again, people down here in Pigeon Vision lane or class, a group of people, they're worrying about taxes. And they're worrying about collections. And they're worrying about state law and trying to get you in trouble and all this. And God is steady saying, keep climbing. Keep climbing. Don't stop. All of this can be settled. Don't worry about these people. All the pains that you have. Your back. Right now, your back is aching somebody because of something someone did to you because they were paid. They're simple-minded. They don't have or believe in God or karma or sin checks or whatever. Y'all talking about, me, anybody. They don't believe it. They just believe they're supposed to kill, steal, and destroy. And they got to do anything possible just to eat because they are in a poverty mindset. And they don't believe you. So you're going to keep climbing. You're going to hit the top. I have several emails of people that are saying, I don't know if it's true or not, keep telling people you gotta call me. But there's several things in my email that are donations. And these are nice numbers. I don't know if they're real or not. Again, people gonna have to call me and meet me. We're not playing no email games. God will provide. We're not playing no email games. You got something to say to me, you fly your little hot ass here, look me in my face so I know it's you, and say, hi, I'm such and such. I'd like to talk to you about donation. There you go. All this little email BS. Too many people scamming and playing games. All in your spam box. Right. Oh, she just don't. No, for real. We're going to have to do better. Y'all got all that money. You can't come meet people. Talking about giving something. I mean, there comes a time where, you know, my emails are hacked. I don't know who that is. Then I'm filling out stuff. I don't even know who the frick on the other side. We good. God has not instructed me to get excited and do nothing. All right. So, look at all these complaints of people that's just bothering me. And it went unnoticed here in Illinois, in Chicago. Nobody cared. God does. God cares. Stealing mail, stealing stuff, just doing stuff. Victim information notices. Circuit Court Cook County documents, protective orders. You supposed to go kill yourself. No, God said climb the mountain. You need to go and birth your freedom. Ooh, in Christ. I felt that. Ooh, Lord. Let me say it again. When I was younger, we were taught to separate ourselves from people to protect ourselves and our peace and our spirits. Just seeing how people behave, I already knew that I couldn't be around a lot of people because I'm not going to deal with your BS. So people thought it very funny to start putting people around me because they were getting married to demons. They were demons and it was fun. So I'm saying that and I'm looking like, well, if they could succeed, I know I could succeed out here getting a marriage. And they were like, oh, see, we got her thinking about marriage. Haha, because we always thought she was with a guy, a girl or something. She don't get horny. It's called self-control. So we got her to bite. She want to date. Let's send some people in. And I mean, it's been a circus. It's been a circus. I thought I was young. I could deal with it. I knew what was happening. But as I got older, I was like, okay, that's enough for the circus. But then this is really fascinating clown that came in. Yeah. Let me be more fascinated. Yeah. Oh, boy. Can't make it up. I'll say what y'all want to say. This child had on a wig. Check it out. It's got all the colors. You couldn't see it at first glance. It just looked like a bob. See that? You couldn't see them colors, child. You could not see the circus that was going on while people wore this thing. You hear me? You would have never known it. You would have never. To this day, this person is stuck mode and don't want nobody to know that they got them colors under there. So see, I got every color in the rainbow out there. Blue, red, yellow, orange, purple. That's a yellow, orange. All of them red. You hear me? You would have never known that person was a clown. There's a whole bunch of clowns in the group. And see, the pastor already taught us, when you see that stuff, you shun the very appearance of whatever they doing, because that ain't God. God don't make clowns. God don't deal in clownish stuff, foolish things like that. Okay? You want to separate yourself because you don't want people to associate you with or being or supporting clown activity. That's period. God does not give us all these blessings for the world to look on and say, see, I knew that was a bozo act. See, God did not create us to be the sugar of the earth, but the salt. Salt has a very, very unique, defined purpose. And it's absolutely not to be laughed at. Okay? Yeah, we flipped it. We flipped it. See all the colors under there? Let me see. There's a bunch of colors: purple, orange, red, green, yellow, all that. Right there. See it? All up under there. And you never know except you staring at the back and you catch it. So, with all that said, I learned to make a difference in the way I dressed, the way I spoke, the things I chose to participate in, places I chose to go, all that good stuff. And people were upset because they chose the circus route. Now, who that on? Who does she think she is? She don't want to play in the circus. So they started sending these people in, and that one was fascinating. He had all the colors, and if you look good, you saw the colors. Hello, and you be like, oh, how he do that? How he do that's cute, that's different. And you sitting there looking at the people in there too, like, what else? And you get distracted and you realize your life is past, and it's like God is like, okay, time to do something different. But they want to keep you on the pigeon vision, looking at them and talking to them and fighting with them and going. God said, go back. How your pastor said you shouldn't have certain people in your house, even if they're related. If they're not believers, they ain't coming up in there. If you could see them doing the opposite of what believers do, they can't come in there. If you know they don't worship like you do, in fact, just don't have nobody in the house outside of your family that you chose, that God gave you, that you've trained and instructed, nobody should be here when I'm not here. For safety. Do you know how many things happen when people are in the house? I don't care if it's your sister, your mama. Do you know how many things can happen when people are in the house with you? You can't control them. People can get possessed overnight, and then they come to your house. They were normal at first, and all of a sudden, they're on a mission. The people could have got a bribe to kill you. You don't know. To rig your car up, you sleep. Oh, yeah, you can stay over. You sleep. They over there tampering with your car. You wake up, you go on the ride the next day, and all your stuff fall apart. But God wants us to get to a place where we can birth our freedom away from, baby, look, I got a whole this and that. And I remember this movie. There was a lady in my life. I don't know who she was dating. She never did say. Could be people I'm talking about. This one is special. These are jobs to this one. He's an actor. She's an actress. She had stacks and stacks and stacks of bills, and supposedly something tragic happened. And now I'm looking and I'm like, this looks like the same movie. She got a lot of bills. She was doing a lot of nice things for herself. All of a sudden, she started getting help from people, and then she barricaded herself. And then she went and got help because people were making her think, well, maybe she was a little special because she was by herself, and so she was like, okay, I'm going. And then she got her stuff out because maybe people were trying to put her in there. So she gets out. She's fine. She know people is judging her. She know God knows. She comes in contact with me. Her daughter says, I don't feel good. Mom's like, can you pray for her? I did. Daughter, Mom, I feel great. I feel better. Oh my God, I don't feel it anymore. Oh my God. This is a terminal situation. So, Mom probably waited 2 years, maybe. Said, okay. All right. They don't want me here. Okay, I mean, I've achieved everything. I got my hair fixed, got my teeth, got my nice car. I was dressing fancy. I look good. I feel good. I'm doing good. My kids are good. We look good. We're having a good time. We're making a lot of money. What else is there? I mean, I can get married, but look at this situation. I got these bills. Baby, press through it. It's okay. They do go away at some point. Keep believing. Have faith. God made the paper. All this. God made the paper, the money, the cash, the people. He knows whose hearts to touch to bless the universe to continue circulating love. She had all that stuff going on. All them documents, just papers and papers that somebody else caused. How do you? I'm talking to a car dealer now. So my kids aren't out here homeless because somebody was tampering with our vehicles. causing us to lose it. That's how we make our money. I'm saying somebody is not going to be here playing with people like me. So she had all those bills she had created, or somebody just went behind her and undid everything, undid it, just undone everything. Minding her business. Thought it was funny. So she passed. I feel like she left me something just to irritate the thieves. And they said it was the son, but it was probably me. Whatever. Point is, we know where the higher point is. We know where the mountaintop is. Because we have to now start to birth our freedom. So at this church, the pastor himself was not spiritually available. Because again, I'm over here listening to 𝒟𝒾𝓃𝒾𝓃𝑒. He knew about that. I don't know. The people around me knew and told him. But again, this church did not have the strength to birth my freedom in Christ. So my spirit being hungry and watching these people on TV, again, he was talking about what the devil tells you can't have, what God says you can't have, and he was just breaking it down. He went through all the scriptures of what you say. He just was thorough. I wish I could find it again. And I was like, oh, yeah, I want to go with God. Oh, my God. The devil can't say, can't do, whatever he was saying. And then over here, my pastor felt like I was cheating on him, basically. You up here in Chicago, you're under my shepherdship, and you're listening to him. But again, they weren't interested in me being saved. They were not. Although there was a level of love, and I stayed there for years, 30. They were not interested in my salvation. That's cool. Okay. So I heard that, and it appealed to me. In fact, they came to Chicago. I was old enough to go and be in the service, and I was supposed to go back with them. I even told them, hey, look, I hear God telling me to get on this bus trial. Go. And I guess they was like, well, shoot, you already cheated on us. Gone. Okay. So there was, they were cordial, but some demons in the background. Ooh, how can we get her kids to R. Kelly? I'm just saying. Hey, R. Kelly. So, birthing your freedom. I had to go and steal away for a higher perspective versus worrying about what these people were doing and what they weren't supporting and who was creating issues for me. I had to keep getting popped on and all that stuff. Dealing with things, paperwork, and people being mean, and people ignoring me and my kids. And stuff just piled up like a mountain. And God said, climb it. That's the message. Climb the mountain, get to the top, and birth in your own privacy. I guess then you come on back down like you do. So I guess this stuff season. And ain't nothing you can do about it. You gotta go to the mountaintop. There you go. Somebody. You gotta birth this thing. You gotta go to the mountaintop. You can't be talking to the peasants. You can't be conversing right now. You can't be talking to the folks in fields and folks in the house and people that want to fight. And yes, they're trying to stop you with all this mountain. God said, climb it. Get to the top. Climb the mountain. Now, Lord, I don't want you to move my mountain, but give me the strength to climb. And Lord, don't take away my stumbling blocks, but lead me all around. Dun, 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 dun. Time to put on them hiking boots, y'all. That's all. That was the first step. Listen, you want to know how I'm going to do this? Join me. I got a phone number and an email. Be very clear, because it's time. I did it before, and we gonna, I guess, get a club, because a bunch of us need to what? Sit down, stump down, get up on top of the mountain. When we come down, we better birth that freedom in Christ. Join me. It's a whole bunch of y'all crying about these funky bills that people can put on you and you can't do nothing about it. Oh, we going to talk to God, not ours. We going to talk to God about it. We get to the top of this. Oh, we climbing to the top of this and we gonna have these babies. We gonna be free with Christ. So we gonna have these ideas. We gonna birth this freedom. Can't nobody stop it either. This is spiritual. Congratulations. Because y'all down here, they like to create these mountains and these piles of debt and bills and bondage and got the kids enslaved and people enslaved, the husbands enslaved. Loose his Satan. You are no longer allowed with the kingdom's kids. Now y'all can sit here in spirit and be like, well, you need to then, yeah, God. Poof. They got their scripture. You see your enemies at this hour, but at the exact period appointed time, you will see your enemies no more. Now, put your boots on. Get your prayer oil. Ladies, get your long, nice skirts. They ain't got to be super loose. They don't need to be tight. They don't need to show nothing. Just wear you some nice clothes. They ain't got to be all tight all the time. They ain't got to be showing your rib cage. They ain't got to be showing your hips, curves. Now, we know most of us got a butt. We ain't talking about the curve. We all got a boo-boo. We ain't on that. We ain't feeding the demons this season, okay? Cover yourself up. You don't need no gold and jewelry. Cover it up, y'all, if they got it. Because these folks, they robbing, stealing, and killing, you know. Yeah, them. Protect yourself. Cleanse your house. Stop letting everybody in your house and in your body, your temple. That's your house too. Okay? Gather your stuff. If you're not married, you should absolutely, if God didn't ordain it, kind of maybe stay to yourself a little bit. Put your sodas down. I'm not saying this is better, but get you some containers. Dollar still got them. Fill them up. Suck them up. You be thirsty. Instead of reaching for a pop and whatever. I got Tang. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's better than Pop. I do believe. I don't know. Got Tang. You can get you some old country time or something. Or some, it's called hydrated IV. I don't know what to tell you. Talk to your doctor. But water is great. You put fruit in it, cucumbers, vegetables, let it sit and infuse, whatever you call it. Go on Google, whoever, encyclopedia or something, get you some good ideas and recipes for fruit drinks, natural drinks. Okay? So, no EBT. That's all right. WET. Wet your throat and your spirit. Okay? We're thirsty. It's time to drink spiritually. Get your boots. Get your dresses. Get your Bibles and your blessed oil. We're finna march to the top of the mountain. We're finna see it from a high perspective. We're finna birth this thing. And when we come back down, all this is going to be resolved. Understanding our spiritual connection. This is going to be resolved. So we finna go up before the Lord in the spirit. We normally fast, usually Tuesdays and just Fridays. Corporate fasting. But you can fast at any time. You want somebody to join you, let them know, hey, fast, join me. That's just where you don't eat for a period of time and you're actually just in your head like Jesus, 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 whatever you need, or just giving thanks and praise. Spending time listening actively for the Spirit to speak to you. Again, for those that don't believe, but you feel like you're lonely, you're sad, you're isolated, I challenge you today to try Him. Again, I wanted to start small because I was a kid. I was only 17, 18, 16. From 7 years old up to about 16, 17. They're saying, oh, wear skirts. Wear skirts. What's good? I'm like, I don't know. I like pants. But I wanted to try God and see what this was. What is this Powerball they kept talking about? So I took a very small thing and I said, well, okay, I want to try skirts. I had options. I went and bought some skirts and I had pants. And every day I always had it. Listen, those pants were so cute. These pants, for those who don't know, in the 70s, because it came from the 60s, they had flowers on them. Embroidered, is that the word? Embroidered. They had floral art pants. What kind of paint was that? Well, some were airbrushed at some point. Some are literally like what we do now with t-shirts. They were on the... Let me shut up. They were creative. So I was always fascinated with wearing those pants. Very cute designs. Different things already interpreted into it. Not even color, just the design itself would have a... Oh, God. And I was a cute little 105-pound child. So I was younger. It wasn't 105, but I was my right size. So as I got older, I wanted to get the skirts. And if I had a choice, I would still get pants. In fact, wintertime, I would wear shorts with the stockings and the boots and a long coat. That was cute in the wintertime. Anyway, I was a kid. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I could not stop wearing those pants. I had the skirts. Why I can't put them on? But I wanted to. So I went to God and I was like, God, I want to wear skirts more often. You know, I want to kind of prep myself to maybe come in and do these things. But I can't stop wearing these skirts. I want to. And I can't stop wearing these pants. So I kept praying about it. I'm like, God, okay, I really want to wear these skirts. You know, I want to get away from the pants. I want to try this. Can you give me the power? Because I don't have it. Something just very small. I don't want to wear these pants for a while. I really want to wear the skirts, but I can't get myself to put them on. Next thing I know, I started wearing a lot of skirts. I loved it. I loved the heels, not the whole heels, just nice little shoes with a little heel on it, nice little dress shoes, nice stockings, nice length skirts and suits and dresses. And then they started asking me to sing more often, and I was very well dressed. It was royal to me. It was easy for me. I didn't struggle with, I can't wait to take this dress off. I wanted that, and it happened, and I'm grateful. And so I encourage you, if you have a challenge today of something that you can't stop doing, you just really don't have any control. Drinking, smoking, cursing, whatever it is, however small. Maybe stop eating candy so much. And you've tried drugs. You've tried. Give it a try with God. Just if you never even spoken to him, listen, I don't know much about you. The lady said I could talk to you and I can get some results. First, I'd like to repent for my sins. I'd like to confess that you're real. Can you please help me not do that again? See what happens. Let me know. Until next time, join me. Again, we're going to kind of get up here and get these blessings we need, because we see a bigger vision. We see a higher perspective, and we need to get it done. Bye for now.